I'm in the club, high up perk, with some shades on. Tatted up, mini skirt, with my J's on.
Hey, what is going on, guys? T.Sports15 here. Today we have the first episode of my NBA 2K14 association mode with the Toronto Raptors. So I decided to go with the Toronto Raptors for my association team this year, and it's going to be a fun ride. I really have a lot of good ideas to do with this team. We obviously have some pretty big star power, not like the big, they're not like the best team in the NBA, but we still have some pretty good pieces to build around. I think we could still make the playoffs this year, but I definitely want to trade for that first overall pick and get Andrew Wiggins, and he plays the small forward position, so if we do pick him up, we could be able to trade away Rudy Gay for that first overall pick. So I'm thinking of maybe throwing together a deal once we get closer to either the trade deadline or at the draft to trade for that first overall pick and get Andrew Wiggins, because he's a Canadian boy. He belongs in Toronto. He wants to play in Toronto, but in real life, the Toronto Raptors are probably not going to get him. So here we're setting some roles. You can see we are changing Rudy Gay to a star. He's the only star. We didn't really change anybody else. Amir Johnson, he is going to be a starter for this team. He's going to play the power forward position. Tyler Hansborough is going to be our sixth man. I changed Terrence Ross to a prospect, and some other guys to bench warmers. I really don't like Landry Fields, even though he's a 74 overall. We have a lot of depth at small forward, and I really wouldn't mind trading him away. He has some pretty decent trade value as the 2-star trade value. So obviously at the moment they don't have the best draft classes out now, but this one is mainly finished. It has Wiggins and Jabari Parker, so those are just like the two main guys that I really care about, and then the rest, if it's auto-generated, I really wouldn't care too much. So you can see at least we have Wiggins and Jabari Parker in the draft, so I would really like to get Wiggins. He's most likely going to go number 1 overall. I haven't really taken a look at the draft classes, but if they aren't that good, we can always restart this like right now, and because I haven't played any games yet, so we can just restart it and go back in and get some different draft classes once some new ones come out. Or I think these ones are just going to do, because every year you come up with a new draft classes, so we can get another next one next year. So you can see I'm just looking through for some deals for Landry Fields. I think he's getting overpaid. He's just not that good, and he's already 25 years old, which isn't that old, but I just really don't think he fits into our team that well. He has a 2-star trade value, so I think we could get something back for him. If you guys see any in here that you really like, there was one that at the end where I think we traded him, Landry Fields, with a first. It's like the last one for Trevor Ariza. Sorry, not a first, my bad, but like him with a second for Trevor Ariza. That was one that I kind of liked. I forget how old Trevor Ariza was. We can see in just a second. It's the last one coming up here. So it's for Trevor Ariza, and then we swap. Ooh, I just noticed that we had to give up a first there, so that's probably not one that I like. But right here, I was looking through this trade, and we were really close. They made us throw in Tyler Hansborough, but I really didn't want to do this deal. It was for Anthony Randolph, and then we threw in 2 seconds, and then we had to take on a couple guys' salary, and they wanted Tyler Hansborough, which I didn't want to give him up. So I didn't want to make a trade this early unless we can get a guy like of that caliber that we were going to trade for there. But we do not go through with that trade. We don't make any trades in this episode. But you can see we're just setting some minutes here. Amir Johnson, he's probably at the lower end of our starters. Obviously, Valanciunas is the lowest overall of our starters, but he's like a younger guy, and I really want him to get a lot of minutes. He has that B+ potential. And then when we moved Quincy Acey out of the playing roles, so we go out and sign Tyrese Thomas. I decided to give him 2 years plus a team option, and we had to give him like $1.5 million, so it's not that bad of a deal. And we have the option for the year 3. We can always trade him away if we want to. We offered him a role player, so we shouldn't get too mad now that we're playing him at role player. But if you guys have any ideas of what we could do with this team, I really have a plan set out already. I don't want to make too many trades this early, but once we get to the offseason, we can hopefully make a bunch of moves. But that's pretty much going to do it for this first episode. We should have episode 2 out as soon as possible with some gameplay, and that is going to do it for this video, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.